Yo, niggas thought they was dope. I'm like, nope. I'm motivation, I'm like hope. Puff cigars like Bob Hope. You niggas hopeless. Longevity to me, that's how I measure dopeness. Holy smokes, provoke, catch the Holy Ghost, and freak hoes from Goshen. And Grand Rapids trying to get they masters. Spectacular was my vernacular. Smooth like a communist. My outlook ain't ominous. Common sense ain't common, it's uncommon. I used to love her like common sense. I'm too common. The Crown Prince, Midwest Willie, Millie rockin'. Dick riders, you really jockin'. I'm in a jag, jet lag, I was in my bag, bagging bitches. A legend like Bagger Vance, sacrilegious. Not at all, recall, ball in Sacramento. Yo, it's the Crown Prince, Willie the Kid. We live right now in Grand Rapids, GRUSA. Theorematic is what we're doing right now. Getting it in, man. Holla at me.
Riverfront property, cry me a river. Homicide like Rodamass, Riverside, riveting, legendary like I'm River Phoenix.
Yeah, just how I grew up, you know. My pops collected records, and we always had hip hop in the crib, you know what I'm saying? And then when my brother got his situation, he basically got, you know, co-signed and pushed through the Wu-Tang entity, and that was like, you know, 97, 98, 99, so you know what time it was then, you know what I'm saying? The Clan was definitely in the front, so that made it official for me. Like, yeah, we can dream it and be fans of it and do it at home, but now we really can do it for real. When he got on, I said, yeah, it's for real, now we can do it. I never had a knack for anything like I had a knack for hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't play sports, you know, in school like that. I mean, I played in the neighborhood, you know, running around and having fun, but never took it serious. I never watched TV, so I'm gonna be like, you know, Jordan one day. I'm gonna be like, you know, this guy one day. I always was looking at, you know, rappers. I was impressed by that. See, we're in Grand Rapids, we didn't have a lot of resources out here, but we did have like Source Magazine, right? We had MTV, BET. So the things I saw there was the things I wanted to get into. You know what I mean? I wanted to rock Tommy Hilfiger and, you know what I'm saying, and get a Cuban link, and, you know what I'm saying, and do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to do arenas, marina money, goody. I don't know you acting like we homies. You know about me, nigga, you don't know me.
For sure. I would never say prove. I never felt the need to prove myself to anybody, but I did feel the need to make a statement. And kind of like what you were saying, because when I live in Atlanta now, so when I first got to Atlanta, folks was like, yo, where you from? And at the time you say Michigan, I said, oh yeah, Detroit, off top, you know, and that's understandable because Detroit is the mecca for Michigan. Everybody knows that. But I used to always make my point to say, nah, brother, you know, Grand Rapids, you know, with all due respect to the D, of course, because the D is, you know, legendary in the nation, in the world, period, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, how can we not represent where we from, you know what I'm saying? Which is 2 hours west of Detroit, but we're also 2.5 hours east of Chicago. So that's why Grand Rapids was unique to me, because it had that influence from both Detroit, Chicago, and all surrounding areas, period. But we are the second biggest city in the state. So we always had our own thing, you know what I mean? And I felt it was my duty, you know, not to prove anything, but to just make sure I make the statement for my town, for my.
I dream filthy, I sing realty. Hawaiian Sophie, the shirt silky. Silhouette, Moet, all white like the milkman. Ice Imperial.
The first body work I was proud of was a CD you probably never heard in your life. You probably would never hear it. It's called State of the Art. When I first got to Atlanta, I linked up with Don Cannon, and this is before anybody knew who he was, knew who I was. We just were some college kids trying to get our name known on the campus. Eventually Atlanta, eventually this, you know, the state, this nation, the world. But we put a project together on a 4-track board where he just running the beats through one track, I'm rapping through the other track, you know what I'm saying? And we actually had it on cassette, and then because we didn't have the CD things, how we wanted, like, to burn on the CD, how we wanted to do it, so we got it, somebody to burn CDs for us. We pressed up like 30, 35, almost 50 CDs, I think, something like that, and just sold them on campus, $10 a pop. That was my first time making some money, you know what I'm saying, off of music, you know. I rapped high school, middle school, just a kid running around. That was my first time making some money, you know what I'm saying. We went shopping and bought some wings, you know what I'm saying. Like, yo, that was the first project I was proud of. But I think to speak more to the point of your question, I think The Fly 2 is probably one of the projects I'm most proud of, because that project came after my crew split up, you know what I'm saying? And everybody kind of went their own way for a minute, and nobody knew what's gonna happen with the Willie the Kid brand, or with the Phillies brand, or with the whatever brand at the time. So I came right back here to the crib. We ran out of studio in the city, when Kalamazoo and Burn, I got my man DJ Head, and we sat down and we basically put together like one of the greatest projects in my catalog, in my opinion. We got features from Styles P on there, Corey Guns, John Connor, Alchemist was on there, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. And we put that project out, we put the singles out, shot a couple videos. Everybody knew, okay, yeah, we here to stay. So they thought it was just some shit I was doing because I was down with drama, you know what I'm saying? But nah, my talent, my art, my ambition runs way past all of that. No matter what's going on, I'm always do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And respect to everybody, but I think that project made the statement to let everybody know, nah, this guy's really nice, he's really serious. And then the good thing about that too was they was able to see that this is my voice. That was the first time I was able to just speak for myself. And it wasn't all these big brands and big names and big influences and the corporate wigs and what we should do for the marketing and the budget. It wasn't all that talk at that time. It was just me right back in the hood making my music. It was unadulterated and, you know, stripped down to its purest form. So definitely.
Marvel at the marble, marvelous mahogany floors. I need mosaics on the basis, evasive faces of Medusa, what I'm used to, complacent.
No, I always knew what my niche was. I always knew what I needed to do. And if you go back to my earlier projects, that probably didn't get a chance to hear because it wasn't on the mainstream outlets. I've always been in that pocket. You know what I mean? Like everything you're hearing right now, all these minimal beats stripped down, no percussions, and brothers spitting these extravagant rounds. I've always been doing it. I've been doing that since before you knew me. And we can pull up the we can pull up the files and I'll show you. It's time stamped and dated. I've been rapping like that on kind of beats since the 90s, since I was a kid. Like that's always been my format. You know what I'm saying? When I first caught the attention of my crew to make music, that's the kind of music I was making. All the experimental type of stuff you referring to, that happened once we signed a deal. You know what I mean? And the business element came into it. I signed to Asylum, so they biggest artists was D4L, Boosie and Webby, you know what I'm saying? That's back when ringtone rap was big. So I couldn't sit in that system making this boom bap type of rap I wanted to make and still, you know, operate smoothly in that building. So we did all those things to sort of compromise to fit the mold. Once again, that's where the business gets in the way of the art. And it's cool too, because it's an experimental and I learned a lot from doing that. But nah, everything you're talking about right now, that's been what I've been doing forever. You know what I'm saying? And it felt good to be able to get back to it, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't experimenting and found myself, you know what I'm saying? I got back home, I went back home. You know what I mean? I returned back to my original sound.
I'm never hosting parasites, I'm poking holes in your parachute. Copper Nikes, pair of shoes, and moving smooth like a barracuda do.
Right now, I'm working on like 3 different projects. I was up last night, all night, man. I 2 hours of sleep last night. We was editing the video for a project I got coming up. It's called Filthy Money. Myself and my guy S-Class, he's from Grand Rapids too. He just getting back out here. He was down for a minute, you know what I'm saying, locked up and everything. When he came home, and he told me he was down, he told me he wanted to get in music. That's been my man with rappers since we was kids. And when I got on and started making my moves, you know what I'm saying, he was in the penitentiary, so he was like, yo, keep doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, when I get home, I'm gonna help you, whatever, you know. It just so happens now, he's home now, and I got all these outlets to put this music out. So we're gonna get him up and running, you know what I'm saying, get him set up, and get his music out here. So Filthy Money is a project where I'm showcasing him and letting everybody hear his talent. I'm kinda in the back, putting them in the front, and it's crazy, got like 10 records. Couple videos, it is sick, man. It's retarded. But it's not the typical Willie the Kid sound you probably expected. Not a lot of boom bap and loops and, you know what I'm saying, and big fancy references and shit like that. It ain't a lot of that. It's more neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Like I said to my man, like, it ain't really caviar on this one. This is just straight up wings, you know what I'm saying? Wings and a beer, you know what I'm saying? Some Henny. Like, this is some straight up neighborhood shit. And it feels good to do that because I've also got away from that too, you know what I'm saying? Because what I do day to day in real life is a little bit more extravagant than just sitting on the block, you know what I'm saying? So it's good to get back to that though, you know what I'm saying? That's coming. Me and my man Bronze Nazareth, we're coming with Living Daylights 2. Living Daylights 1, crazy project. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. Bronze Nazareth, he's an understudy of the RZA, you know what I'm saying? So he's a Wu-Tang baby like myself, you know what I'm saying? So we from the same town, from Grand Rapids. He's out in Detroit though, and he raps for the D, and he does a lot of good things out there too. But we came together because it's only right. Grand Rapids, Wu-Tang offshoot kind of artists. Let's make it happen. So we're doing a sequel for Living Daylights 1 with Living Daylights 2. I'm wrapping that up right now. Me and my man Sinatra, he's out in Columbus. They always showed us love out there. We always showed them love out our way in Atlanta and out here in Grand Rapids. We doing a quick EP. It's called Midwest Willie. Ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? He's studying on the Bink, so you're gonna hear some influences from Bink on the project. The production is retarded, but it's so open that I can go and just do my thing and weave how I weave. Can't wait for y'all to hear it, man. It's crazy. We re-releasing the Fly short film. I co-produced and starred and wrote a film called The Fly. We put it out in 2015 on Vimeo, and some hard copies is out here, but we're gonna repress it up, remaster it, chop it up, and put it on YouTube for everybody to see it who missed it. I'm cooking up a small soundtrack for that too.
A fallen soldier in Avalon, the hidden meaning, trained in a shadow palm, waist deep, baptized in a shallow pond, upon a chariot, chop it like
I wouldn't even advise them to check it out in chronological order. They should do that after they already, when they become fans and they appreciate it, then go back to the beginning, work their way up. Just check Masterpiece Theater, that's me and the Alchemist. Everybody know Alchemist is a legend, fucking genius producer, you know what I'm saying? And I was doing my thing on there. Pretty much me and him head to head on some on the EPs, like 7 tracks. Check it out. That's a good place to start. After that, you can go check out Aquamarine. Ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more melodic and more insightful than Masterpiece Theater may be. And then I'll go check Deutsche Marks, you know what I'm saying? Me and V-Don, that's my man. V-Don was on The Fly too, I spoke about before. I've been working with him since The Fly too. That's like 2011, 2012. We've been working for a long time. We finally sat down together and put a whole project together. Definitely gotta check Deutsche Marks. Definitely gotta check that one. You know what I mean? It's probably some of the highest quality rap that's come out in a long time, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as the beats, the word usage, the placements, the design, the mixing, the mastering, the sonic, elements of it. Deutsche Marks is a masterful project. You should definitely check it. To me, it's a how-to for all of this shit that's going on right now. A lot of rappers is getting into the lane that we've been cultivating for the last 10 years, and that's good. But I think at the same time, we got to take pride in setting examples. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of the 4 runners of that, period. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, what nobody got going on. The projects I've been putting out, the music I've been putting together for the last 10 years is exemplary. You know what I'm saying? That's the reference for all of the shit you're hearing right now. You know what I'm saying? And Deutsche Marks happens to be a crown jewel in my point I'm making right now.
His Majesty, Swing Ventures got the whip shape shifting. Single malt whiskey in my snifter, I'm a finster. Finishing touches contemplating.
This hat I got on right now, this is GRUSA. This hat is a merchandising brand that me and my partner, Jonathan Jelks, we basically creating the premier merchandising brand for the city of Grand Rapids. When you come to Grand Rapids, since the beginning of time, there's no official Grand Rapids merchandise. So you go to the airport in New York, you get off the plane, and the LaGuardia, it'll be an I Love New York t-shirt, right? Whoever thought of that concept, they branded the city of New York for tourists, for hometown support, XYZ. We saw the void here in our city, because we've been wearing Detroit hats forever. We've been wearing Tiger hats forever. We still do. We love the D. But we never had our own Grand Rapids merchandise. You know what I mean? So we don't have no major sports teams here. We got some minor league joints, but nothing where we could wear it and say this is Grand Rapids. So we sought out to create a brand that not only speaks for hometown pride, but will unify the town. So it can be segregated in some respects, especially in business out here. So we wanted to create something where everybody can corral around it and be proud of the city and support it. So we got hats, we got t-shirts. We want to eventually get into just merchandising in general. I'm talking about refrigerator magnets, bumper stickers, keychains, everything Grand Rapids, you know what I'm saying? So we in talks with some really important people out here, a couple of partners, a couple of alliances, but we're right now the leading and premier brand for merchandising for the city of Grand Rapids, which is the 2nd largest city in the state of Michigan. You can check us out at Shop GRUSA. That's all our merchandise there. And you can also check us out on Instagram, GR_USA. And I tell people it's not a clothing line. We're not haberdashers. We're not being fashion guys. We're being merchandisers. You know what I'm saying? We're branding the city. A true king, how I do things. I'm Springsteen, the boss like Bruce. Dollar bills in the box spring, shoebox money, cop the Benz in the spring, the right necklace, neck the ring, I got the juice. My bitches don't wear juicy. Maybe Gucci. My first deal for real, they try to make me boosie. D for well on Pandora, me and Gucci. That was gravy at 180, 360. A lot of rappers got 360s. No ways though. Yeah, fuck with me.